It's another beautiful Friday in Spice Country, and it's time right now for the hit show Bunjay. For the next hour, we will be thrilling you with some beautiful interviews, and we'll be also giving you some feature videos and the whole works as per usual. But we start with our Bunjay news. Some cricket. Cricket is happening in the Spice Boy. A 4-day cricket match will be held at the Grenada Cricket Stadium, 28th to the 31st of March. That's not too far. That's next weekend, right? It will be Windward Islands versus the Leeward Islands, and starts at 9 a.m. on the 28th of March. The admission, $10 for adults, and children free. All school children will be allowed free. So we're inviting you to come and support the match, Windward versus Leeward. 4-day cricket match at the National Stadium from the 28th to the 31st of March. The National Volleyball Association will be having the final round of competition on the Grandans Beach on Saturday, 29th March, at 10 p.m. So again, that's another point of focus, another interest activity that you should head on down and be a part of. It's the National Volleyball Association having their final round of competition, Grandans Beach. Of course, we want to remind you of the Grenada Cultural Foundation webpage and Facebook is up and running. Interested person can visit website at culture.gd and on Facebook at Grenada Cultural Foundation. The website, as I told you last week, is beautiful. It's a work of art. It's actually a work in progress as well, but a lot of information on the website. A lot of critical information about our history, our food, cuisine, some politics. You know, there's so much happening on that website, so much feature there that I want to invite you to, go and take a look. Right, I am told that it is intended to be the website, the go-to website for information on Grenada. So go take a look. St. Patrick's Fiesta, it's happening. The St. Patrick's Organization for Development is continues celebrating. Tonight a roadshow, boy, and I'm missing that, A roadshow will be held up from Roseville to Main Street, Saturdays, where they should be jumping up all now because you're supposed to start at 5 p.m. And they say from 5 p.m. until, right? So the roadshow tonight. Tomorrow, Saturday, a fun day will take place from 1 p.m. at the Fur Community Center, and they say it goes from 1 to about 6. Ring games, whatever, games for the children, bouncing castle, the whole works. Tomorrow, it's a fun day, and the entire village, the entire island is invited. Go and have some fun in Fur. On Sunday, 23rd March, the marathon takes place. And the marathon is an integral feature of the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta celebration. The routes will be identified around St. Patrick's, so people who are interested in running can go. I think you can register in the morning itself. But the race starts at 6:30 a.m. So if you know you want to run, don't sleep late tonight. Go and take an early sleep so that you get up early in the morning and you're fit and ready for the road. What happens on Monday? On Monday of next week, a karaoke night will be held at the Shantimel Pasture together with Shantimel Crusaders, and it starts at 7 p.m. There'll be a bonfire following, and that is also one of the highlighted activities. Shantimel is a nice place to land. People always come out. There's a nice vibe in Shanti, right? So remember karaoke night. Karaoke is growing to be one of our national pastime. So much people trying to carry their own key kind of thing, eh? Then on Tuesday, there's a fitness walk, which will be starting at the Anglican School from 4:30 p.m. Now, I'm not too sure what the route is for that one. It's not identified. But still, if you go out to the St. Patrick's Anglican School on Tuesday, 25th March, you will find where the route is, right? On Wednesday, 26th March, a talent night will take place at the St. Patrick's Anglican Courtyard, and that's from 7:30. You'll have people from the village and the various villages displaying their talents. So I encourage again. And these activities are free. So, go on and support. There might be a bar or two around. You may want to, have a drink with a friend or so, but you'll be able to benefit from the activities, the free activities that will be on display as part of the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta celebration. On Thursday, 27th March, a dance-a-size. I will be in that, boy. We'll be held at the Anglican Schoolyard again together with the Western Cup exercise group. It starts at 5 p.m. So it's exercise through dance. We encourage you again to, these days the buzzword is keep fit. And it's not just a buzzword, it actually should be a way of life. Keep fit, enjoy life, stretch your longevity as much as possible. And the Gala and Award ceremony will take place on Friday, 28th March at the Arena from 7:30 p.m. I understand there will be selected persons in the community that is going to be awarded on that night, and then there'll be a grand dinner as well. That is a paying activity though. Can't remember the price. It's not here, but that's a paying activity. But again, you had so much free activities. It's good to make a little contribution too as well to these fiesta celebrations. Bunjay info continues. Fish Friday is happening right now, boy. Yeah. Fish Friday always happens while the show is going on. But as we always say, you can't leave now. Leave afterwards, after the show, because there'll still be fish when you get up to Guelph. Right, so that's our Bunjay news. And we'll take a break now. And when we come back, our first interview for the evening. Stay tuned.
Bunjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bunjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bunjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Welcome back to Bunjay. Big news, Bunjay. We live on GBN tonight. Just want to say welcome to the GBN family, those who are tuning on to Bunjay via the GBN network. But more than that, we've gone overseas. We're also live on CCN TV out in New York. So all the New York posse, all Grenadians and other nationalities out there in the diaspora. Yeah, good to have you tuning in. Great. So now we invite our friends on the outside. We'll go back to our friends on the inside. Speaking of our friends on the inside, we have in the studio with us a young lady who is doing this interview for the first time. That's her first time on Bunjay. But this is her first interview. Oh, should I say that? No, I make her nervous. No, man, she's not nervous. She's a brave girl. And speaking of Shawnice Bain, Shawnice, welcome to Bunjay.
Hi.
With a smile like that, I know you're not nervous. So we are told that you are part of the Speed Zone family. And as if to demonstrate that, Speed Zone is about speed, you got here very early.
Yes, I did.
Tell us, Shawnice, what's life like in Speed Zone? What races do you participate in? What's your specialty? Which one, Shawnice, bad in? Yeah, tell us.
Well, Life in Speed Zone is the best, like I said, the best club on the island.
Oh, the way you was going, I thought you were saying on the face of the earth.
No, it's the best club. We're not only a club, we're like one big family. We all mash together, mush together. We play, we laugh, we cry together. We just a fun club.
Nice.
It's when you come to training, we take training very serious. But here times we laugh, here times we bond together, here times we just play around.
Okay.
The club is just fun and a whole.
Right. You sound like you're happy about being a member of Speed Zone.
Very happy. Best club.
How long have you been a member of Speed Zone now?
Well, I've been a member since I was, 12?
That is yesterday morning, then not long. Huh?
Since I was 12.
Okay. How did you get involved? Because I'm told you're from Bizan, right?
Yeah,
How did you get involved in that group in Guelph? And I mean, what challenges do you have with respect to training and all of that, given that it's all the way in Guelph?
Well, I get through the club when I enter Form 1. The coach in Hatfield, Jimmy Martin, he introduced me to the club. And since then, I've been a member of the club. I never really changed or leave the club. We just, from there, go on until now.
Okay, and I asked the question earlier on, and you ducked me nice. You didn't answer me at all. Which of the races, is your specialty?
Well, the 1 and the 2. Yeah. I won't say I go in the 1. So I don't have a special one. I don't go in 1. I go in 2 of them. I like 2 of them.
So you enjoy both of the races?
Yeah.
Right, and you have enjoyed successes in both of them as well?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. But why Speed Zone, though? Coming back to that, again, because we say Speed Zone is I mean, you're closer to St. George's. Were there any functioning clubs in St. George's that you could have been part of, or was it because, of the successes of Speed Zone?
At the time, I didn't know any club, because from primary school straight to secondary school, since I reached it's straight to Speed Zone. So I never really know if he had any club downtown or any other way around Grenada.
Okay, okay, just went to his family club.
Yeah.
Who is the current coach in Speed Zone?
Albert Joseph.
Albert.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the coach who has been there for a while. I guess he has probably been ages with Speed Zone.
Yeah, long time.
No, I remember that famous, because we must get to that. But I remember that famous member of Speed Zone rose to international prominence, raised Grenadians' nose. Guava's never been the same again. Were you part of a club when Kirani was there?
Yeah.
Okay. What was life like with Kirani in the club?
Well, let me see. It was fun. Baby Kirani was real fun. He very fun-like. But when he training, he take the training very, very serious. But
Okay.
after he done the workouts and everything, yeah, we kicks, we laugh.
Right, bon Dieu. So kicks too. I mean, I thought it was only run. Well, karate club then. Okay, so Kirani was alive behind the club.
Yeah.
Great. That's good. Good motivating and all of that. Now, you'll be taking part in the national champs next week, right?
Last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what's the matter with me? National champs took place last week? Yeah? Bon Dieu. No. What was, let's talk something about that. After you don't laugh at me. Right? What was that experience like?
Well, to me is a how am I supposed to explain that experience? Let me see. I've been national champ so long, it's like just an event, but it's so so excited to be in. To meet you run against all the different clubs, schools. It just.
Which race you competed in? The 2 and the 1 again, as per usual?
2 and 1.
Okay, what were your results like?
Come first in the 1 and first in the 2.
Yeah. I want to hear this. So you boss them up then?
Boss them up.
Okay, you come first in both of them, but who was your greatest challenge on in the races?
I didn't really have no challenge in the race. You really have.
Okay, so what would you say was responsible then for your success? First in the 100 meters, first in the 200 meters, the competitors were not as challenging as you probably expected them to be. What do you think was the result, was the reason for your having that for excelling in those 2 races?
The hard training, the training I do, train 5 days a week, from 3:30 to 5, sometimes minutes to 6. Yeah, just the hard work I put in training and everything, yeah, pays off.
Tell us something about the training. Now, we just heard about the times, we just heard it happened 5 days a week. But tell us something about the training. What's the build-up like? When you get there in the evening, what do you do first? What do you do thereafter?
When we reach...
Once you ain't probably giving us secrets.
No.
And when the club outside, they listen, everybody there is by the TV. Right?
When we reach, we wait for everybody, wait for the coach to come. We do, and when the time reach, we warm up. The warm-up itself is like a workout. It's very hard. So, time you finish your work, the warm-up is like, you don't tired already. You take a 5 minutes, 10 minutes break, and then it's into the workout. So either Monday, we might have 12, 200 intensive. It's kind of slower pace. We might do 12 in that. Tuesday, we might have 300s. Wednesday, we might go gym. Thursday, back in the pack. Friday, back in the pack. Saturday, if you want to train on Saturdays, we could go and do your own thing. But it's not really necessary. It's kind of optional.
So the rest, if you like, on a Saturday.
Yeah.
But then again, if you want to push yourself, you could also.
Yeah.
Right. Now, obviously there are budding out athletes outside there who have their eyes on not necessarily 1 or 2, but who would like to be part of, let's say, the Speed Zones family. What sort of encouragement would you give to them?
Well, I would tell them, come to the club. It's a very fun club. You'll like being in the club. I mean, the coach, Harvey Times, as long as you do your workout, he good. But you come to the club, you're gonna love it. Everybody there is fun, they're warm, they're friendly. I mean, you might get to look at talk from them now and then, but it's just part of the whole club.
Now, I have a son who as I was speaking to you offset, who I believe is talented, but he's lazy. And this is the second time I've seen him on TV. I mean, if you sit down home looking at the TV, because sometimes you look at the show, he's lazy. I figure he could do better. I want you to look into the camera, this one here, right? And give him a word of advice on me.
Well, I would tell him, come. Don't be afraid of what you might hear, what you might hear. Come. You put in the work, you get good results. The coach will help him a lot, push him beyond his ability. So what I would tell him is come to the club, talk to the coach, and you'll help him out. Good.
You hear that, boy? Good. Right. Now, finally, before we wrap up, tell me something about you. I mean, this is Grenada. You have competed in activities here. What have you done on a regional level?
Well,
and how much further do you see you can go with this?
Well, I went CUT Games Farm 2. That was in St. Lucia. I don't remember really much about it.
Yeah. I mean, you get a lot of those up there. But nobody should remember that too.
No, I did long jump. I think I came 4th or 5th.
Long jump, and you tell me you're only doing 1 and 2?
Before I can.
Oh, that's before?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, I went Carifta in Turks and Caicos. I ran the 200. I came 4th in the semis. I didn't make finals eventually.
Okay.
But I did good. I went Hampton Games in Trinidad. Placed 2nd in the 1 and 3rd in the 2. And that was pretty good.
Yeah. What year was that?
I think that was 2007.
2007, okay. So what's the next move for Shawnice?
Me? Well, tell the truth, I don't know.
Well, you obviously continue Speed Zone.
Yeah, they're still in the club.
Yeah?
I'm looking to go beyond here, beyond Grenada.
Oh, okay. Well, Shawnice, we'd certainly like to encourage you to be the best you can be at all times. Continue training, right? Continue enjoying the successes from training, right? Continue having fun with Speed Zone, the Speed Zone family, as you say, right? And we just want to wish you all the best and hope that one of these good days we'll be having an interview with you again when you have gotten to the top. Because, of course, we know that the sky is the limit.
Of course.
Take care. And when you speak to Big Brother, say hello for me.
I will.
Speaking here with Shawnice Bain, and Shawnice is from Bizan, but she's a proud member of the Speed Zone family, as she calls it, and telling us of some of her exploits and experiences being a member of the club. We want to again wish her all the best, and ask you to stay tuned as we take a break. And when we come back, more live information on Bonjay.
Bonjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of a spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
There is still a place where untouched beauty meets soothing experiences and a warm people. It is a place where cascading waterfalls meet quiet meandering rivers to join silky stretches of white sand beaches. A place where you are greeted with the friendly smiles of the local people, while the rich aroma from the abundance of tropical fruits, fresh herbs and spices fill your lungs. A place perfect for curious minds intrigued by 18th century plantations, a water-propelled rum distillery, historical forts, and petroglyphs that are still visible today. A place where you can go turtle watching, feed mana monkeys, and marvel at water-filled craters created from extinct volcanoes. This place also allows you to enjoy perfect year-round sailing conditions while diving the world's first underwater sculpture park. This charming place is neatly situated in the Southern Caribbean and is popularly referred to as the Spice Islands of the Caribbean. These islands are Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So come visit us as we take you on a journey like never before. Come experience the rhythms of spice.
Welcome. Welcome back to Bonje. Now, I started laughing already because I am told that our Bonje moment for today is going to be, wow. You know, so now, how to cook. I wonder if I should tell you about it. Nah, you take a look. Afterwards, we're going to tell you what really go on. Let's show our Bonje moment.
Bonje. This is to show that we drink the real rum, the real proof inside here. See that? You see that?
Very high proof.
High proof. You see it there? But wait, I mean seriously, that's what we're drinking, guys?
Yes, man. Yeah,
when we don't drink, somebody could just light us up fire.
Yeah.
What?
2 by late.
What? Would that happen? I don't think that could happen. I don't think that would happen.
Put some on the ketchup from there.
I don't think that would happen. You serious?
Yeah.
You serious, guys? Let's see this. Let's see this.
Yeah.
All that need right now is a 50 cents bread. As if I see a $3 bread.
I go cook my thing and not taste it. Yeah, well. Yeah, take some.
What is it?
Yeah. It's good. Okay, the rum is nice.
Bonje.
I mean, you cannot do anything else but go, wow. So the caption, what you just saw was how to cook an egg with rivers. Now you notice you don't need no frying pan, you know, just have a flat surface and put your rum, then put your egg. As simple as that. Make sure you have a fork to stir it. All right? And when you're done, get a fella like, you see the one that just is there? He is an international egg taster. When you hear he cook with, with rivers. And you're sure to hear, it tastes good. It's something that amazes me. You ever notice every activity where you see something is being cooked and there's somebody tasting, you ever hear them say, it tastes good? Not once, always, oh, very nice. Wow, you know those kind of exclamations you get? We can't help it, I guess. But in this particular case, how you cook an egg with rivers. But let me tell you something. Young people, don't try it at home, please. As a matter of fact, don't try it, period. This is for people who understand how to control fire, right? So please do not try it, young people. Take the frying pan and do it the traditional, conventional way. Make sense? Good. So that was a Bonje moment for today. We take a break, and when we come back, more live interviews on Bonje.
Bonje, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonje, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonje, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
There is still a place where untouched beauty meets soothing experiences and a warm people. It is a place where cascading waterfalls meet quiet meandering rivers to join silky stretches of white sand beaches. A place where you are greeted with the friendly smiles of the local people, while the rich aroma from the abundance of tropical fruits, fresh herbs and spices fill your lungs. A place perfect for curious minds intrigued by 18th century plantations, a water-propelled rum distillery, historical forts, and petroglyphs that are still visible today. A place where you can go turtle watching, feed mana monkeys, and marvel at water-filled craters created from extinct volcanoes. This place also allows you to enjoy perfect year-round sailing conditions while diving the world's first underwater sculpture park. This charming place is neatly situated in the Southern Caribbean and is popularly referred to as the Spice Islands of the Caribbean. These islands are Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So come visit us as we take you on a journey like never before. Come, experience the rhythms of spice.
We catch him? I wanted to make sure we catch him so you see that he's multi-talented.
You know what it is.
I heard what it is.
Welcome back to Bonje. Of course, we have in the studio with us now two very important, two gentlemen who in recent times names been on the radio almost every day. Right? No, they're not bad people. You know, bad people will be on the radio every day too, but they're there for good reasons. They're making Grenada proud. And today I'm extremely happy to have on the program the president of Grenada Football Association, Mr. Chenny Joseph. Chenny, welcome.
Thank you and good night.
And the vice president, Sir Alan James. Michael Mongo respect. You remember me from a production of Theatre Company. Gentlemen, welcome to Bonje.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, I must say, hats off to you on the dress. It was that. No, the jacket. I see you look one if you have an dress. The jacket. Right? I don't know if it's a official GFA or the reps had to have black jacket, but I mean, what a good knit, man.
Yeah, I guess for the occasion, Bonje.
Yeah, Bonje. That's a good one. Okay, as indicated before in the introduction, football has been in the airwaves in recent times with respect to the whole the elections and so. But quite frankly, football has been in the airways before that, right? But let's just speak about the election a bit. Well, let's congratulate you first on your positions, right? And tell me, how difficult was it to get there?
Well, for me, it wasn't hard, because actually I'm involved in football ever since in school. From a player to an administrator.
Okay.
Actually, I'm the sports administrator for the RGPA for the last 5 years. So being involved in football, that gave me the urge and the push to want to be in administrative post in football. And then the opportunity came when the vice president of the Grenada Football Association was up for election. So I decided to put myself up for election, because I believe I have what it takes to become a vice president and to make my contribution to football in terms of administration and the whole development of the game.
Okay, great. I figure I have more reasons why you're winning. The men feel arrest them. if we beat the police, you're arresting us, Yeah, well, congratulations, man.
Thanks, man.
And Chenny, you were able to successfully retain your position as head of the Football Association, right? Was there ever any doubt in your mind that you could do this again, boy?
Honestly speaking, I'll admit for the first time, there was not a doubt. There wasn't a doubt. And the reason why there wasn't a doubt, I felt Grenadians are intelligent people. They know what's on the ground. They saw for the last 3.5 years what was happening in football. And if the people who are not directly involved in football were saying so many good things about what they saw, I would have found it very strange that persons inside would not want to accept the fact that some good things were taking place.
Great. And I myself believe that that's a fair answer.
Yeah.
Right. Probably shouldn't take sides, but I think that's a fair answer.
Yeah, I would think so.
But as I mentioned, what was taking place? Give us an insight into what you have been able to accomplish, and not just speaking you as in Chenny, but you as in the GFA have been able to accomplish with football in the last 5 years. And I went back specifically to 5 years because, to my mind, it seemed more in the last 3 years, but seemed about 5 years ago I started to feel a different vibe with GFA, right? As to my mind, an organization that finding itself. And sometimes when you're finding yourself, you know, it's like how the chicken busted the shell.
Shell.
You have some cracks and some breaks that you find in yourself, right? And there were some cracks and breaks. But tell us the last 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, I would say that one of the things I think the Grenada Football Association has been able to, you know, work itself into in a more positive way has been dealing with the infighting. 3 previous elections, meaning for the last 3 elections prior to last weekend, for almost a month or so, all you would be hearing is accusations of misappropriation of funds, who is stealing, who is, you know, whatever. And I think we have been getting out of that malaise, if I can refer to it as that. Apart from that, too, we have spent a lot in trying to get more people on board. And when I say more people, not a little boys club anymore. More people into administration, and whether it as volunteers. I also would think that women football has taken off. And that, to me, is one of the positive things I would want to say I saw in the last few years. Also, our grassroots program. Up until, let's say, December last year, we would have moved from, let's say, 5 years before, where there was nothing happening in terms of youth football, to now we have over 40 grassroots centers where football is being played. That's an area.
Football is in up on the rise, you know. One thing that struck me as I speak about the grassroots program is the kids out on a Saturday morning down in Montrouge. There's some, listen, I'm not claiming to be any great football fan. Football is a game, I see it, I watch it. I don't see it, it probably don't bother me too much. But there's something about those youngsters on a Saturday morning with their balls and how they dress, and I think the excitement that I saw on the faces, maybe that's what it was. I just really was, even as I was speaking to you now, to put my finger on the pulse, it was the look on their faces, that kind of anticipation of being involved in something good, something big, right? And that is certainly one way to keep the youth
Actually,
involved.
I want to, you know, let's put it this way, blow my own trumpet a bit.
Sometimes you have to. You know.
Yeah. In 1998, when I last played for Grenada, Patrick Francis and Kenton Roberts being one of my coaches, Patrick Francis, a friend of mine, I said to them, I don't feel I should just stop playing football and that's the end of it. And the concept of a football school was not something that people thought of. In fact, when we started off with 6 kids, thanks to Coates. Coates gave us some jerseys. And I recall the naysayers saying, oh, these guys are babysitting. It was on the 3rd of March 2001 when we started. We actually started in Tantine, that school first touch you're talking about. And the babysitting that was done then has produced some national players.
It must have somewhere.
Right? And so I feel good that someone who is known for culture and other things would identify with the positive in that. And what you're seeing in Montrouge is what we want to see all over Grenada. And if I can just quickly share with your viewers, what is touching or has been touching to me for the last 3-4 weeks is the amount of mothers who have seen me wherever and say, excuse me a while, please, can I have a minute with you? My son is just kicking everything inside the house. Can you get me a ball?
Tell him, don't kick mommy and daddy, yeah?
Yeah,
don't kick mommy and daddy.
And you know, so that is touching. And I want to quickly relate to one particular story. A parent said to me about the day before the last election, so that was last week, she said, her son came or was supposed to go to track and field meet in Tantine. And so she told him pack his bag and get ready. He was taking part in the sports, school sports. So he put his knapsack. She felt good that all of his things for running was in the bag. And her son instead was in his bag a football boots. And when she was looking for him to run the sports, you know who I'm talking about. There's someone, a product of somewhere in the north.
Okay.
Yeah. And her son was instead down by the pan house kicking bottles.
Yeah.
When in fact they were looking for him to run the race.
That is what I
That was touching, and I mean, I hear these,
football.
yes, and I hear these stories throughout Grenada. Our biggest challenge, though, is being able to sell our product good enough for the business community so that we can offset some of the expenses we're having. And I don't want to be doing all the talking, but
we're just about to get to him. Don't worry, he has a work cut out too.
but I think we're going in the right direction. The positives are not just being seen here, but also the response we're getting from CONCACAF, from FIFA, from UEFA, from Mexico, U.S. Soccer, Scotland, and it goes on and on. So I am not too worried about the future. I think the future is bright, and we were just hoping, myself, in fact, I feel good about this. I never had the privilege of sitting next to my VP in any interview prior to this time. So, I just hope that we can keep this thing together and make it work.
That represents progress, right? Now we get to the VP. Now, Chenny, I have had, because I said I've been hearing football has been the buzzword in Grenada, and not just prior to the elections, right? Of course, election always has its plethora of information and campaigning, even when it doesn't seem so, the interviews and so about football was designed to get the face out there and the name. But prior to that, I remember hearing GFA and feeling a difference with respect to what is happening. You mentioned the grassroots program, the women's football. This is something that just seemed to mushroom, and the ladies now who have developed a passion for football, and you see there is women's involvement in a way that probably even rivals, excuse me, in terms of the short time it has been around, but the progress that it's making, even rivaling how the men football is going. But I've also heard about the lighting up of the full playing field. I've heard about the
GFA administrative building.
Yes, and the government ceding some lands for GFA in Queen's Park. Yes. And I just keep hearing GFA. So it tells me that something good is happening. Let's hear from the Vice President as he speaks to women's football. Your thoughts on that?
Well, women's football is big on our agenda in the GFA. I mean, even from the grassroots stage. Actually, this year will be our inaugural Women's League, sometime in early May. So we've seen over 240 young ladies right around the country coming together playing football. Because actually, it starts growing from strength to strength, but what we're planning to do is to have these 240 women from around the country. We're going to put them into teams, at least 8 to 10 teams, and we're going to have a tournament among themselves. The tournament is fully sponsored by FIFA. We have uniform, we have boots, we have balls for all the ladies. So it's something I'm excited about. I know most of the young ladies are very excited, and we're looking forward to that.
Okay.
And as part of GFA, it's part of our mandate, especially to women football, to the whole development of football, concerning women. So it's something we're looking forward to in moving forward as an association and for the development of football. But it's high on our agenda, women's football.
Yes, and again, you could feel it. But while you were speaking there, something came to mind. Because you have men's football, and there's a concerted effort to grow men's football, right? You have the grassroots program. You have women's football happening. Now, in as much as you have these programs running, in terms of involvement by the players, you must have a requisite amount of administrative support in terms of referees and that sort of thing. How have you been able to cope with that? In the advent of all these groups and so on.
I'll allow my VP to continue, because that's going to be down his alley going forward.
Well, in terms of administration, with referees concerned, just 2 weeks ago, we had a FIFA referee course here, and we had over 36 participants participating in the course. But prior to that, we sent out information to all the clubs for registration. And surprisingly, we had over 60 registrants.
Wow.
So that's true. I mean, young persons show the interest that want to referee. And actually for the course, we had 35 persons participating in the course. We had 2 instructors from CFU, Mr. Alfredo Whitaker, he's the head of CFU referee committee, and FIFA instructor, Mr. Livingston Bailey. And based on the report from the course, it was overwhelming. They said that Grenada has a lot of talent, and the input from the participants on the court was very, very, very high. And they see a lot of talent in Grenada as it comes to refereeing. And they can see our young referees moving further, even to CFU level, CONCACAF, and even being on the FIFA panel. So the future is bright for referees in Grenada, and they do assure us that the other person that didn't get an opportunity to sit on the first batch, of course, will have an opportunity in the next 3 months.
Correct.
3 months?
Yes,
3
3
months
months
time.
time.
So
They made that commitment that
yeah.
they'll be back in 3 months to continue the referee course for those who didn't have the chance to. Because they see there's a potential in Grenada, and we got high ratings for that. So, I mean, it's good to see that a lot of young people coming forward and want to be referees, because we know we're playing more football, so we need more officials.
Well, that's
and
the point I was making.
proper officials. Because you know, the officials, based on your officiating, could determine the outcome of your game. So you need proper officials, you know, knowing the laws of the game.
Yeah.
So when you go there to execute that, you know.
Now,
Just before
there was a place in Grenada, we wouldn't call any name on the program, where if the officials, if the results ain't go the way the people want, stone, you know.
I was a player. Stone and something else. I was a player. I was a player.
You could win the match, but you can't lose.
You couldn't win the game easy.
No.
You couldn't win the game easy.
You were about to make a point, though.
Yeah, I was just adding to what Vice President James said. Also, the FIFA officials have confirmed that 4 of our female referees will be going to Cayman Island in August to officiate in the inaugural CONCACAF U15 Women's Tournament. So they have assured us that they have seen sufficient quality. We had 9 female match officials participating in the course, and they have assured us that there is talent among the 9, and so 4 of them will be going to Cayman to referee. So they'll be there for about 2 weeks. Apart from that too, the commendations on our instructors. They spoke highly of our 3 instructors who were part of the course, and again, I think it is next week or the following week, 2 of the refereeing instructors will be going off to Barbados for training. We are going to spend a lot of time and resources on training. If I can just preempt your next question, we are working this year to make sure at least the Premier League, we have certified coaches at least at the Premier League, but it is our objective to have at least 40 certified coaches in Grenada, hopefully by 2016.
Great. That's a goal to us. Now, just before we wrap up, Shenny, because there's so much we could talk about football. I mean, you need a program for GFA for yourself.
I look forward to that.
Tell me something. The dollar sign. It is a very important part of getting things done. As a matter of fact, a lot of things wouldn't happen if we don't have enough money to fund it. We do know there's support from GFA. How far does that go?
I mean from FIFA.
From FIFA, sorry. How far does that go? And how do you raise the other necessary funds to make it happen? To take care of the administration of football and the costs associated with it?
Well, I must admit to you, it's a challenge, a serious challenge. And I have a problem personally with the fact that 85 to 90% of GFA's revenue has been from FIFA. If one day FIFA closes the door on us, then we are in for some trouble. However, I believe the business community locally wants to help. I mean, when I meet some of them one-on-one, they really want to help, but all they are concerned about is the infighting. So some of the things we need to do quickly is to upgrade our our clubs to be more structured, and Mr. James is going to be leading again the process for training and club development. We have a club management workshop coming up soon, and we also have a strategic planning session where we will engage the business community and the rest of them and to be able to sell to them. But I want to say quickly in answering your question, and I want to look in the camera, I am not responding to the article that went out today in any way, because I must respect other people's opinion. even if it sometimes is inaccurate. However, we in the GFA will continue to invest in training. We will continue to invest in women football, in our youth, in our grassroots, in administration, in competitions, home and abroad. We will balance that with the fact that we owe lots of people, but we are convinced that if people see we are trying, then they will come on board and assist us and help meet some of our shortfall. In wrapping up, I just want to say that we have always spent all of the money, every single cent, on football. Not 1 cent was spent outside. We've never done anything called a bad investment. What people are somewhat seemingly not understanding, to build a house, you don't get to stay in it after the first day.
That's true. That's
You
true.
have to set a foundation, and then after you, well, after a few months, see it. In the case of football, it's after a few years.
And this is a nice point to end our discussion. We can do so much more.
And one thing before we leave.
Do that quickly. Time is against us.
Yeah, regarding the fund project, there is something called the FIFA assistant program. So we have 2 special projects, as the Lighting of 4, which will be starting very soon, and also the GFA administrative building over in Queen's Park. And these are funds allocated from FIFA on a special project called the FIFA assistance program.
At the FAM. The FAM project. FAM.
Yes,
FIFA assistant project.
Yes. So actually, we need our own home for football. We need our administrative building. So that's something we're looking forward to accomplish, and in 2014.
Great, and this is great news. We want to wish you all the best as you strive to continue raising the level of football in Grenada. Right? I like the fact that we can have an interview with the president and vice president. You say this doesn't happen often, right? And we want to continue to keep pushing. The sky is the limit, and we believe there's always talent here. I always say there's always talent here. It's just that talent alone can't cut it. You need development. You need, like gold. Dig it from the ground and take it.
Don't forget Platini comes here on the 5th and 6th of April.
So sorry we can't talk about that, but just having an interview there with the president and vice president of GFA, Mr. Chenny Joseph and Mr. James. Alan James. I just had to get if we take a break, when we come back, we continue with our iconic feature video and much more. Stay tuned.
Manger, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Manger, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Manger, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
That was a drum roll, boy. Ooh, that was a nice interview there, boy. I wish we could just speak for the rest of the evening. There's so much happening that excites me about. And I'm telling you all honestly, I ain't the greatest football fan around, but I just feel proud that things happening. That's what I feel good about. We did promise our iconic feature video, but not yet. You just had to have a little patience. Right now we're doing our video moment, just our video moment. And guess what? Mario Castle is in the house. Stay tuned and enjoy.
Well, brother, so every time you have to make a lamb, you have to bring this woman with you?
Excuse me? He damn right. I don't want you to adopt all your nasty habits. Maybe I'm going to the ladies' room.
Hello.
Hey, baby, where there? Lover, come down for my baby. Where there, baby?
All right.
Yeah, when the lover come down for you, when the lover come down for you, girl, come and let me wine for you.
Hey, when me on, I'm making this is a different thing. Y'all figure ball and y'all figure sing on the beginnings is a different thing. Y'all figure ball and y'all figure sing on the beginnings is a different thing.
Moonlight bright like go back in day.
Don't come and say, don't come and say, don't come and say, don't come and say.
If you hear a click, just run. This girl them come, and the husband them will stand. Every night he leave to go to work, she bring in the other man. The husband came back home, and that is so pressure. Cause she don't make plan with the other man to come over already. Don't know what to say, don't know what to do. Take the husband hat and put in, she put that it was a shoe. In the veranda, now she eyes open wide. Cause she didn't expect the other man to be waiting outside. Still don't know what to say, how to give him a clue. Moonlight bright, she said, yo, come, she want. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Don't come, boy, when the moon is shining. Don't come, boy, it's shining too bright. Don't come, boy, when the moon is shining. Don't come, boy, it's shining too bright. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it.
Don't come and say, don't come and say, don't come and say.
Get that girl, she robs. She clever like a fox. I must bring her on a TV show. Oh God, this girl could back. She continue making sign. The man acting like he blind. She want take things to another level. She running out of time. She start balling on shoe. Go back now, I tell you. Me husband there inside. I go call him to deal with all you. The husband hear the noise. He want to know what's up. Them stinking dirty is she dug up by Mr. Jacob. Every night they in the yard and they messing up the place. She was shoot down, move your ass, get out of the place. She falling moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Don't come, boy, when the moon is shining. Don't come, boy, it's shining too bright. Don't come, boy, when the moon is shining. Don't come, boy, it's shining too bright. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back in it, boy. Moonlight bright, I go back in it. Moonlight bright, I go back.
Yes, Moonlight Brighters, don't come, he's around. No, not this proper language. Moonlight Brighters, go back, go back. That's Mario Castle. It's amazing how you take all those little sayings from when you're growing up and so, right, and make songs. And Mario Castle has just done that effectively. And the video, I think, captured the song, the message in the song very well, very adequate. So that was Moonlight by Mario Castle, our feature video for today. But we want to go right now into our call-in segment. Yeah, you know, we like to touch base with our people outside there, and fortunately we can't accept calls from TCN. Remember, you have TCN with us on this evening, right? But of course, our GBN viewers and viewers to GIS can call us. Tell us, what do you remember? What was it like baking in your drum pan oven? Some people had a mud oven as well. What was it like baking in those days, right? Call us, connect with us. Because we want to go back there, you know, and because there are people who don't even know what a mud oven is. So they've never seen it. I mean, there was a time when every household, or every other household in the village, had a mud oven, right? That's where people used to actually do their baking and so. And, you know, there were some peculiarities with the drum pan and the mud oven. We want somebody to tell us what baking or using them, what the experience was like. So the number to call, 435-2636, 435-2636. Give us a call, man. Connect with us. Tell us what your experiences was like baking in your mud oven or your drum pan oven, right? Now, remember when you're calling, please load on your television. And I mean take the television from where it was and put it on the floor. That's not what I mean. I mean just turn on the volume, right? Load on the TV because it gives a feedback. And it kind of kills the quality of the production. And not only that, it makes it difficult to hear. Great. So tell us, 435-2636, call us and tell us what was it like, what was your experience like baking in your mud oven or your drum pan oven. Remember the 45-gallon drum? Yeah, boy. Oh, somebody call in. They can tell us what it was like. Hello, welcome to the program. Hello? Oh, he missed a call, boy. Oh, God, he missed a call. I want to have the credit finish. They'll call back again. I figure they will. The number is 435-2636. Yes, man. Hello, welcome to Bonje. Yes, good evening. Hello, are you hearing me? I can't believe we missed that Bonje. We missed that call again? I can't believe. Hello? Yeah, so we seem to have missed that caller again. Yeah, well, they call him back, and that's the attitude. If we can't get you once, try again. Let's try it again. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Bonje. Yeah. We seem not to be able to connect with the caller for whatever the reasons are. We do not know, but we seem to be losing the call. The call is dropping off. Maybe we'll make one last try. 435-2636. Yes, man, they're trying again. Hello, welcome to Bonje.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Yes, good evening. Welcome to Bonje. And boy, I know you'll make it. Tell us, what was your experience like baking in a mud oven or drum pan oven?
Yeah, well, you know.
Hello?
Well, it was good, you know.
Yeah?
It was a lot of hard work, but it paid off.
Right. You know, tell us what the hard work was like. I mean, tell us how you prepare, what you do. Which of the two ovens you baked in? Was it a drum pan oven or was it a mud oven?
The drum pan oven.
Right. So tell us what it was like baking in a drum pan oven.
Well, it gives a lot of heat.
So you give it a lot of heat to start with? Uh-oh. We seem to have lost that caller. Just when we were about to get from him how he baked in his oven. And he said, you know, he used a drum pan oven. Well, we do know, yes, it gives a lot of heat. But I wonder if he might just be able to hold on for him to call back. Yes, that person is connecting again. Let's see if we can get... Hello, welcome to the program.
Hello.
Yes, well, we seem to have missed the first caller, but welcome, we got a next caller.
Yeah, the drum pan oven was a good thing, you know.
So you baked in the drum pan oven as well?
Yes, man, we have to get the coconut shell to put on top and
coconut
the
shell. Yeah, remember coconut shell,
Yes, you know, and the visa wood on the top of it with the coal pot in the bottom and the thing nice, man.
Yes, the coal pot in the bottom.
You know, we used to get these butter pan when we were children, a lot of us, you know, because here's what we used to do. We used to try to have our own pan, you know.
And when you put your stuff, that's my cake or my pudding.
Yeah, that's my cake.
Yeah. and as it bake, you taste it, you can't wait, it's hot, but you want to taste it.
You can't go wrong, you know. You know, nowadays everything modern, you know, so.
Yes.
And the life more easier now. People not looking for coconut shell and stuff like that no more to go baking and things like that, you know.
But you see, but the thing about that kind of experience is what the family was more involved, because then more often you send the kids out to go and look for the coconut shell. They'll go by the bay or the garden.
Right? You outside in the yard and you smell it from way down the road, you know, and you say, Grandma baking today because you smell that cake quite on the road.
Yes, and then sometimes if you bake late in the evening around moonlight, then the children from the neighborhood gather around because they say they're smelling that thing and it's ring games, Susie in the moonlight and everything. So, but Susie in the moonlight, but you eyeing the drum pan. Anyway, thanks for sharing. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and again, we really glad that you called to give us your experiences. Have a great weekend. And well, she seemed to have, and she's but unfortunately time is against us, so we cannot take another caller, as we are about to go now into an iconic feature video for this evening. So sorry, the person who's calling back that we can't take another call, but maybe next time. So stay tuned, and I think we have a Jamo featured in our iconic feature video. Yeah, doing it for the children. Stay tuned. Edson, King Ajamo, Mitchell. That was King Ajamo right there, boy. Unfortunately, we can't take the entire thing, and know you'd like to hear it. I mean, I myself would have liked to hear it. You see Ajamo, boy, before he became a Rasta? That was then, you know, punk and, no, it wasn't a punk. That was like, you're a rush me. Yeah, man, you're doing it for the children then. But it was a beautiful evening. Once again, another wonderful program. Bon J, how time flies, boy. The hour fly. But to those of you who would have joined us on GBN TV, we are happy that you did, and we thank you for doing so. Our faithful, loyal viewers on GIS TV, we thank you too as well. And our friends on TCN all the way in the diaspora, thank you for linking. Until next Friday, do have a really good weekend, have a very good week, and once Jah guide and when the spirit the spirit allows, we'll be back here next Friday with another Bon J. Peace out.
You must never forget the wages of sin is death. And if you wait too late, you might regret. So, la 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 la. Parents and guardians, you have an important part to play. For the children, play for the children. And if you don't play your cat right, someday you'll have to pay. For the children, play for the children. Sometimes we don't have ourselves to blame. When our children really bring us to shame. So instead of treating that child with scorn, examine yourself and find out where you went wrong. Sometimes it's your own doctrine that you preach that cause the poor child to get implicit. If you never know, now you better learn. When you play with fire, you must get burned. You can't get away from the fact that they are the sheep of your flock. So you got to pay the way for the walk. Yes, we got to try a little harder. I say try and save the children's future. We got to try to get them on the right track. I say try and convince them to turn back. We must never forget the wages of sin is death. And if we wait too late, we might regret. So, la ba ba do, la 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 la. Mommy, those in authority, you must now make it your concern. For the children, do it for the children. I'm appealing to you now to do whatever you can. For the children, do it for the children. Don't tell me you need spectacles to see the youth's recklessness in society. When I see drug pushers on the street corner, selling school children, cooking and marijuana, is one thing that you and me know for sure. That they are the future of tomorrow. So if we want the future to be so bright, we must sacrifice to show them what's right. There's no time to fake, so leaders you must awake. Cause our children's future now is at stake. Yes, we got to try a little harder. I say try and save the children.